Welcome back to the Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show. And as you can tell, I still have not been to the grocery store yet because I do not have any coffee creamer still in my coffee. If you guys don't get that joke, basically the last time I made a reaction video, I explained that the reason I don't have any creamer in this is because I just haven't gone to the grocery store and I ran out. I still haven't gone to the grocery. I don't go to the grocery store unless there's nothing to eat. Like, unless I can go into my kitchen and there's literally, like, ice cubes. Like, I can either eat ice cubes or there's nothing. That's the point where I'm like, okay, fine, I'm going to the grocery store. I basically just make use of everything I have and until I have nothing. So, until I have nothing, I'm going to save a little bit of money on coffee creamer today. But anyway, we got a very special video for you today, and this one was submitted by probably a few dozen of you guys have sent me this video. I missed it. So keep in mind that I don't see everything on YouTube. It might seem like I see everything on YouTube. I don't see everything. So if you see something you want me to react to, send it to me because this is one of them. This is by Glamour. And I don't react to too many Glamour videos, but this one was sent to me and I'm a little bit surprised because I go on Glamour's channel and this one only has 17,000 views on it in 3 days. Why? Why? Like, all of these other videos have like 131,000 views, 435,000 views, 1.5 million views, and here's this one sitting at 17,000 views. Why? I bet this one is probably just a hidden gem. So we're gonna watch it, and the title of this video is How a 31-year-old blogger making $180K in Manhattan spends her money. Money tours, Glamour. Ooh, Money Tours. Oh, this is good. I really like that name. We have Millennial Money and then we have Money Tours. Oh, man. I love that. I like that just as much as Millennial Money. Money Tours. Let's watch this.
I'm 31 years old.
The one thing I have to say, though, I don't like about the Glamour series is that you never see their face. And that's some of the fun. Some of the fun is seeing their face and they're like, yeah, I spent way too much on that. And you just see, but here you can't see that. So we have to leave it up to the imagination and see her face of disappointment if she's spending money she shouldn't be spending. So anyway, let's get to it.
I am a CEO and founder of an influencer agency, and I also own multiple e-commerce businesses.
You know, I've noticed that's the one thing, anytime someone says they own e-commerce businesses, no one has any idea what they really do. They're like, oh yeah, we run multiple easily scalable businesses on the internet and we multiply our revenue streams by, international, like you have no idea what they do. And they use all these buzzwords to explain like how they kind of make money. I never understood that.
My apartment's about 1,500 square feet. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath located in the financial district in Manhattan.
I mean, this is a really nice looking apartment. Everything from just like the decor to the furnishings, the art. Like, this is nicer than where I live. This, if I lived here, would be me multiplying where I live by like 10. It's nice.
My rent is $9,000 per month.
No wonder! Holy crap! How do you spend $9,000 a month on rent? No wonder I'm like, my place is like a box compared to this, but I don't spend anything because my housing is free because it's a duplex.
And the utilities are about $400 a month.
$400 a month? My utilities are like $110 a month for my utilities, and that includes like me charging my car. Whoa, wow.
So my monthly payment is $4,400 per month. My fiance pays the other half.
Okay, so she's splitting it. That makes it marginally better. I was like, how is she spending $9,000? But still, to split $5,000 a month each to live in a 2-bedroom apartment. Maybe her fiance is just making bank, But even then, cut that out. Cut that out. You don't need this.
My fiance is very successful. One of the main ways
I love how they cut that out so quickly. She's like, my fiance is successful. One of the only ways we could...
My fiance is very successful. One of the main ways
I bet she says, like, my husband's a billionaire and I don't ever got to worry about money ever again. So, like, for me, $5,000, that's piss money. I could burn that every day. I don't care because my fiance is successful. How we live? They cut that out. What did she say? He's rich.
Been able to make our relationship work throughout the years is by remaining very financially independent from each other. We own completely separate businesses in different industries. We have separate checking accounts, even though I do really depend on him financially to be able to live in such a nice apartment in New York.
I'm not a relationship expert, but how do you say you're financially independent from somebody and you do it, but then you're like, I'm relying on him to afford this place? I'm gonna stay out of that one. I'm not getting near that one.
My house to me is very personal because I spend a lot of time here. I work here, I sleep here.
What is she doing to get a $30,000 gift? I want $30,000 gifts. I don't get that. If any one of you guys wants to send me $30,000 artwork, please, please. And then I can make a video like this and I can be like, yo, that's a gift. That's a gift, right? 30 grand. That was a gift. I get like t-shirts as gifts. That's what I get as a gift. Underwear. I get underwear as a gift.
It's really important for me to feel at home all the time, and part of that is really making this a very creative space for me. I spend a lot of time and money decorating and making it really feel like my space.
MySpace, get it, like the website, MySpace. Anyway, I get what she's saying about making your home, like you have to be creative. I totally agree with that. That's something where when she says that, I understand. I work from home a lot of the time too, and it has to be a space that's like clean and smells somewhat nice, and like it gets you in the creative, the flow. Gets you in the flow, so I understand that. But what are all these gifts? How does she get these gifts?
I'm buying new pieces often, and I love decorating, so it never really feels like my work is done. Decorating is definitely my #1 hobby.
I gotta say, her decorating is very good. If you wanted to come to my place and decorate my living room, my dining room is probably lacking right now. If you wanted to give me some design tips on my dining room, what to do, because I like the style. Whatever the style is, I like it.
My biggest complaint about my apartment is the price. I've only lived here for a few years, but I'm still not used to the cost of living in New York.
I don't think you ever get used to spending $5,000 a month on rent. I would never get used to that. That is never something that I'd wake up one morning and be like, oh no, this is just normal. That's not normal. That's too much money.
I don't set an alarm for myself. I try to get 8 hours of sleep in.
She's got a Supreme phone case for $60. Oh, you want to see my phone case? I got this as a gift. This is my gift. I got this as a gift.
From there, I go to the kitchen and I have my vanilla cold brew with oat milk. Every single morning, I look forward to it every day.
$10 for that. Oh, why? Why are you spending $10 on vanilla cold brew? Guess what I got? I got my cold brew, and it's not you can put vanilla in it for like a few cents. It's the same thing. I guarantee we're getting the same coffee, caffeine, buzz fix. I'm getting it for a fraction. Everything she has is so expensive. That's so much cream. She's putting so much cream in the coffee. She should basically just be drinking cream. She should just be like, yeah, I got my vanilla cream this morning. Oh.
I run 3 e-commerce sites. I manage them with a small team. My most well-known business.
A $49,000 gift. Yo, we should just call that what it is. That's her engagement ring. That's her wedding ring. Her husband has got to be wildly successful. I want to know more. I want to see what his schedule is like. No offense to her. What if all the gifts though are from really him to her? Like he's the one that's like, here's your wedding ring, that's a gift. Here's a piece of art I got for you, that's a gift. I want to see what his day looks like. I want to see how a blank year old making blank spends his money. I want to see, that should be the next video because I'm sure that's even crazier. I want to see something crazy. This is crazy, but I'm sure he would be even like, whoa.
I currently pay for 3 websites. The hosting is $45 per website per month. I use various analytic programs to manage the campaigns that I'm working on for myself as well as other influencers, which can cost anywhere between $50 to $250 per month. The CRM system that I use costs $79 per month. My inventory of product and services cost about $6,000 per month.
I mean, all of those are legitimate business expenses. I don't see any issues with that. I just want to know what she's doing exactly for social media influencer. Like, I never understood what exactly there is to do. for that. I mean, I'm sure some people need help with like, you know, monetizing and stuff. Maybe, is that it? I don't know. It's usually everyone that reaches out to me for is a waste of time. I'm just curious what she does with this.
I don't have a savings account. I don't save money.
So many gifts. She has so many gifts. I need to step up my gift game a lot.
I don't actually spend a lot of money on clothes. I receive many items in exchange for social media coverage or collaborations.
You know, all of that is really smart. I totally agree with that. I am a huge fan of free. So anything I get for free, I'm like, oh, this is awesome. Like someone recently just sent me $100 worth of free coffee. So I'll let you know how that is. I haven't tried it yet. It hasn't arrived yet. But I'll give that a shot and I'll let you know what. But that was free. That was free. So the more she's getting for free, the better.
And also starting another business. Within 6 months, I accumulated a large amount of debt. I have $30,000 in debt. I pay about $500 a month to pay down my debt.
I don't get how you have $30,000 in debt, but you have like a $40,000 piece of artwork that was a gift. Sell the gift and pay off the debt. I don't get how you're making this amount of money. You're spending $5,000 a month on rent, and you have $30,000 in personal debt. How? I don't get it. I don't like the math. Think of the math. The math doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Spending $10 on coffee, cut that out and pay off the debt.
I don't have credit cards because I've been very irresponsible financially in the past with credit cards.
Oh, I feel like, I don't mean to be too harsh here, but I still feel like, I'm going to say it. I still feel like even though you're not spending money on credit cards, you're still spending it. You make a lot of money. You make a really decent amount of money. And obviously, you're smart with business, but what's going on with the debt? What's going on with the debt right now?
My most expensive bill besides rent is our health insurance. Last year, we collectively paid $1,400 per month.
How do you spend $1,400 a month on health insurance? It is expensive. I will agree with that. $1,400 a month is ridiculous though for two people. That's like for a family of 5. If you had a family of 5, you're like $1,400 a month, I'd be like, oh, my condolences, that sucks, that's expensive. But for 2 people, unless your husband's like 90 years old with like severe health issues and like it's like that's what it is, that's too much.
My monthly subscriptions are Hulu, Netflix, HBO, Showtime, Amazon Music, Amazon Prime, iTunes Music. There
is no way you can possibly watch even 1/4 of that. You don't need HBO, cut that out. You don't really need Hulu, cut that out. Keep Netflix. Showtime, cut that out. Just cut out Amazon Music and cut out iTunes Music. You don't need, just get Spotify, that's good. And keep candles. Oh.
I have a subscription to Keep Candles, where I get a candle each month.
$30 for one candle each month. You can go to Ross. That's where I get my candles from. They're like $3 to $5, and you get like the good candles too.
I spend about $300 per week on groceries, and that's because I buy for both my fiance and I.
Wow, that is so much money. Oh, geez, how do you spend that much? I go to the grocery store and it's like, if I break $30 going to the grocery store, I'm like, oh, what am I doing with my life? I really gotta cut back. And here she is like $300 a week. Imagine, I wouldn't even know how to spend that. If you gave me $300 a week and you said you had to spend this much at the grocery store and someone had a gun to my head, I was like, I can't do it. How do I do it? I would freak out. I couldn't even do that.
I spend anywhere from $500 to $900 on shoes. I really try to keep it under $1,000. That's my limit.
You can't do, I don't care how much you like shoes, you cannot have $30,000 worth of personal debt and then spend up to $1,000 a month on shoes. The math doesn't make sense. You say it's a credit card that makes you like irresponsibly spend. No, it's not. Just pay off the debt. If you paid off the debt and you have a successful business and your fiance is successful and you want to go and spend $1,000 on shoes, fine. It's the debt I have a problem. You can't do this and have debt. One or the other. Pick one.
I have about $30,000 worth of shoes.
I think it's weird that's like $30,000 in personal debt, but I also got $30,000 in shoes. Has no one thought of this? Has no one just put the 2 and 2 together? She should be getting these as gifts, right? Those should be gifts. Be a shoe model. Just get all these for free.
I travel a lot, but it's never consistent. There are times of year where I don't even get on a plane for 3 or 4 months, and then there's a period of 3 months where I'm basically gone the entire time. So the amount that I spend per month is very different, but per trip, I can spend anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 on a trip.
Wow, up to $50,000 a year on travel. Bloop, there's $5,000 a month in rent. Bloop, there's $50,000 a year in travel. Bloop, there's $1,000 a month in shoes. And that's just whittling this down. She's basically spending as much. I need the details. We demand the details. I need more details on this video to really come to a conclusion on this, but so far it's not looking good. If she wants to do a video with me and reach out and we can explain, we can talk through some of this, I'm so down.
I struggled so much financially in my 20s that it feels so good to finally buy things that I always wanted, go out to nice dinners, travel, and I don't regret it.
It sounds like her struggling financially is more so her not being able to buy what she wanted. That is how I interpret her struggling financially. It's like, you won't necessarily be like, I'm going to be homeless. It's just like, I'm struggling financially because there's this $1,000 pair of Louboutin shoes that I really want and I can't get them. Struggling financially. That's how I interpret that.
My biggest financial stress is the transition between living the life that I live now and moving towards a more responsible financial future. You're
not going to do it unless you make the change immediately, because here's the thing, you're so used to this lifestyle right now. That is never going to change. You're going to become used to this right now, and then you're going to need even more. You're going to need even more from this. This is lifestyle inflation at its prime. It's going to be that much more difficult for you to ever downsize from this, because you're used to it already. It's extremely difficult. That's why I've been so afraid to ever treat myself on anything, because I know if I like it, I'm like, oh crap, now my coffees are gonna be like $2 now. Oh no, now my rent is gonna be like $50 a month. Something stupid like that, but you get used to it. It's crazy how your mind just adjusts to things.
From struggling in my 20s financially to overspending in my 30s, I've always had an issue with cash flow. It's been a very feast or famine type of style of spending.
I love how she says, I don't have a problem with money. I have a problem with cash flow. I'm going to use that sometime. Like, I don't have a spending problem. I can spend, it's cash flow. I have a problem with cash flow. Oh, thanks for that was good.
I don't want someone to look at me and wonder, how does she do it? Because it's crazy, and sometimes I don't even know if I can do it, and sometimes I want to quit.
If you're spending what you're spending, and assuming this is after tax, and assuming a lot of these expenses are from that 180, it's going to be it's going to be tough. That's a lot of money that you're spending, and you got to reel this in. Unless your fiance is just so loaded that it doesn't matter. Let's be real. I mean, if that's the case, then I would just accept it for what it is, and that's fine. If you want to have your own money, your own retirement, and fund all, you gotta cut back the spending significantly. I'm talking like you gotta cut down your spending by like 70%. Business expenses that make you money, I can accept that if there's smart business decisions. But if it's spending $1,000 a month on shoes because you like shoes, that's not a good decision. I want to see what her savings are. I want to see what her retirement accounts are. I want to see what her investments are. That's what I really want to see, because that's what matters, really. Her income is fine. I mean, if she's making $180 a year, she's fine. It's the spending part. It's not the making money part. It's the how much do you have left over at the end of the day part. And that's what irks me. That's what gets me upset. That's what makes me stay up late at night. If I'm up late, like 2 a.m., I'm thinking about this video. I'm ruminating over this video and thinking, how does this happen? I'm going to go think about this video for a little while. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, notification bell, yada, yada, yada. This video is way too long anyway. I realize that. Add me on Instagram. I post it pretty much daily, so if you want to be a part of it there, feel free to add me there. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.